Hey everybody, yeah, I thought I'd do a different post today and a little bit about what in my mind helps me, but I think also will hopefully help you guys create really authentic art in your own style, right? Because that's ultimately what all the collectors are after. When you produce your own authentic art, your collectors will find you, right? So don't worry too much what's in right now, what other people produce, yeah? Because if you do that, you're going to get drawn into far too many directions and you'll never find your own true voice, right? And I think when I see an exhibition with my partner, we love different art, right? And that's the same for a lot of people out there. Some of my friends will love my art, some of them don't, and that's really okay. You know, so it's okay that not everybody loves your art, right? That's just never going to happen because we all have different things that we're drawn to, different things that grab us. They come from our stories, from our background, from what informs our mind, what informs our souls, right? To find your own style and to produce really good, authentic art is to ultimately listen what's in your gut, yeah? Listen to your whys. What do I want to actually really tell? What's the thing that I'm curious about right now? What do I want to explore further? Yeah, so if you do those two things actually in its own right and just let it sort of, you know, let it come from your creative mind, let it sort of fester a bit if you need to, or just start if you want. Sometimes I just start, you know, so I just usually have a starting point, and I'm quite, for when I paint, that's my process, I suppose. I do it in layers. I start with an idea and I usually just let the feeling guide me. You know, actually the canvas almost speaks to you if you do that, and it will guide you to where your mind and your heart wants to go and what it wants to say with its painting, right? So it's a nice dialogue between you and the canvas if you're doing it that way. And when I do that, I tend to get into this really lovely creative flow state. And I think for me, I produce my best work in those states, yeah? Rather than when I use my thinking mind and I over-plan. I think for me, when I'm not too planned, when I'm not overthinking, but when I'm going in more with an idea, what do I want to say, what's vaguely my idea, and then I just go for it, you know, usually that's when I honestly produce my best work.